Hi, morning, Battle Matt here, and right now, basing, the dilemma of basing. So, a bit recently, over the last year or so, I've painted up a English Civil War army, and I'm currently just finishing off my first batch of Wars of the Roses, and I've pretty much got a entire Lancastrian force. But I want to play several different systems. There's at least 4 systems I'd like to play. So if I want to play never mind the bill hooks or lion rampant, then I need individual models because models are removed one at a time. Okay, if I want to play Hail Caesar or Warhammer Ancient Battles, then sorry, not Warhammer, Mantix. Kings of War ancients, then they're units, so and they take casualties, so they stay in the unit and you just put a casualty marker next to them. Okay, so 2 different styles of rules. Now I know I want to play both, but how do I do that? So what I've decided to do is I've individually based all my models. Okay, I put them on Perry bases. Okay, 20 by 20 mil bases. Okay, so they're all individually based. Okay, and then what I thought I would do is I thought I was going to use movement trays. So I thought, well, all I'll do, I'll just stick them into movement trays, and then I can put however many I want. Okay, once I've flopped them all and based them all, I can put them into a movement tray. So here's a unit of Billman, Wars of the Roses Billman in a movement tray. They're not based yet. Okay, I'm going to come on to that later. So, and then I thought, well, it's a bit fiddly taking them in and out of the bases all the time, okay, because they get mixed up, they kind of knock each other around, and it's also time consuming as well. If I'm in a battle and I'm moving them around the table, they're not exactly secure. Sometimes they fall out, okay, and also you've got the edging and everything is probably not great. So a lot of people would think, oh, that's really fiddly for a long battle. Okay, so what do I want to do? Well, then I thought, well, what I'll do is I will stick magnetic strips. Okay, this is a magnetic strip with a adhesive bottom. You just simply peel off the paper and then you stick it into the movement tray. Okay, thought, well, that's what I'll do. I'll stick it onto the movement tray, and then I will stick another piece of magnetic strip onto the bottom of the figure, okay, and stick it onto the base. So what I should have is a movement tray full of figures that don't move about because they're stuck to the base. And then I thought, well, I've got hundreds of movement trays. I've got far too many movement trays. It's going to cost me a fortune in sheets of magnetic paper, okay, and then cutting it all up and sticking it onto all the movement trays. So why would I do that? Okay, and I thought, well, the best way to do this is to have something that slots into any movement tray, any 4x4 40 by 40 base that will slot into any of the movement trays, and then all I need to do is to stick it onto the base. So what I thought then was I would take the base, 40 by 40 base, and stick the slot onto the base. Okay, and then I don't need as many of these then, okay, because these can be my new movement. Now then what I can do is 2 different things. I can either use the base as it is, okay, like you normally would in a game of Hail Caesar, okay, so, and then stick the guys onto the base, okay, and then you would have 4x4 2x2 men on a base, okay, stuck to the base, okay. So that's the plan. And then all I would do then was I would take the base, okay, take the movement tray, and just slot the base into the movement tray with the magnetic strip on, and then stick the guys onto it. Okay, so I can then either use them individually or in a group of 4. Okay, so let's have a go at that then. So what we're going to do to take the base off. Okay, take off the paper. Take off the paper. Okay, so it's sticky on the back. Yeah, stick it onto the base. Okay, there we go. So it's quite flush. Okay, and then take a model. Okay, stick a piece of the strip onto the model. Okay, put the base in the slot. Okay, put the model on the base in the corner. Okay, so there we go. So we've got a guy, you know, in the base. Okay, it's not going to move around because it's quite a tight fit. Okay, and yeah, so he's there. So that would be my ultimate solution. So what I'm doing is I'm managing to keep the individual models for Lion Rampant and never mind the bill hooks, but I'm also able to put them into units in squares for Hail Caesar and Kings of War Ancients or Medieval. Okay, so that has been kind of my solution to trying to play several different systems. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's a bit pointless, you know, you should just stick with one system. Okay, but I really find I can't, and I want to kind of mix and match. I want individual models as well as I may actually, you know, get fed up of it eventually and just take these guys and base them all on 2x2s or 4x4s and end up playing that way. It really does depend how much of one particular game system I end up playing. Okay, so what I will do is I will I'm going to base all these guys over the next couple of days, put flock on them, etc, etc, and then I will do the same as I've done with him with all the others. Okay, stick them on, and then we'll see what it looks like when it's actually finished. But that is the plan. So just to give you an idea about, you know, how many you can slot in, so that's 2. Okay, and then, you know, you get lots of these two ones with Paris. So it's always going to be a 4 and a 2, or 2 4s and a 2, or it's going to be, you know, it could be 4 4s and 2 2s. You know, I've got a lot of movement trays basically, and they can slot into lots of different areas. But the point is, I don't have to individually put a magnetic strip on the bottom of every single movement tray. I can just simply put it on the bases themselves. Okay, so hopefully that has been a little bit of an idea of mine. Okay, and yeah, if you're someone like me who's thinking, well, I don't want to put everything in groups of 4 or groups of 8 or groups of 16 or whatever it is for Hail Caesar, and I need to keep some individual, and I don't want to buy 4 times as many models because I want to play 4 different systems, okay, which is something I really don't want to do. I don't mind doing that, of course, but I'd rather not do that. Then maybe this is an idea you might consider. Like I say, I might try it, I might hate it, it might not work at all when I actually come to play. I haven't played for about 6 months, so you know, I'm building my armies ready for when I do play. Okay, so hope this has been of some use to you, and yeah, that's the end of the video. So hopefully I will see you next time. Subscribe if you like what's going on, and like the video. And I'm going to try and do a few more over the next couple of weeks during the Christmas holidays, and the next one will be a basing one. Thanks very much. Bye.